Welcome back to Money Mastery Now, the channel that helps you take control of your money, one smart habit at a time. If you want to master your budget, crush debt, and build lasting wealth, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Have you ever felt like your money just disappears every month? You work hard, you try to save, but somehow when the month ends, you have no idea where it all went. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people struggle to understand their personal finances because they do not have a system to track their progress. They guess, they hope, and they repeat the same habits month after month without knowing what is really working. That is why monthly financial tracking is so powerful. It gives you a clear picture of where your money is going, what you are doing well, and where you need to improve. It turns confusion into clarity and stress into control. In this video, we are going to walk through a simple and effective system you can use to track your personal finance progress each month. You will learn how to monitor your income and expenses, how to check in on your savings and debt, and how to use that information to make smarter decisions going forward. You do not need to be a financial expert. You just need a clear process that fits your lifestyle. So if you are ready to take control of your money and start seeing real progress, this video is for you. Let us get started. Most people think budgeting is enough. They believe that as long as they spend less than they earn, they are doing fine. But the truth is, you can stick to a budget and still make no real progress. Why? Because a budget is a plan. It shows what you want to happen. Tracking shows what actually happens. That is the difference. Without tracking, you are just guessing. You do not know if you saved more this month than last month. You do not know if your debt is going down or staying the same. You do not know if your spending habits are improving or getting worse. And without that feedback, it is hard to grow. It is like trying to lose weight without ever stepping on a scale, or trying to train for a race without timing your runs. You need measurement. You need data. And you need to see the patterns. Monthly tracking gives you that. It gives you a chance to pause every month and ask, how did I do? Where did my money go? What changed from last month? Did I reach my goals? It gives you control. It helps you catch mistakes early. It helps you build better habits. And most of all, it helps you feel confident about your money. Because when you see your progress month after month, you stay motivated. You stop guessing. You start growing. And that is when real transformation happens. So what should you actually track each month? What numbers matter the most? Let us keep it simple. You do not need to track every penny. You just need to focus on the key indicators that show whether you are moving forward or falling behind. The first number to track is your income. How much money did you actually receive this month? Not just your salary, but also side gigs, tips, refunds, anything that came in. The second number is your total spending. How much money left your account this month? This includes bills, groceries, entertainment, transportation, and anything else you paid for. When you compare income to expenses, you see if you are living within your means. The third number to track is your savings. How much did you put aside this month? Did you move money into a savings account? Did you build your emergency fund? This tells you whether you are preparing for the future or just getting by. The fourth number is your debt. How much did you pay toward credit cards, loans, or other debt? Did your total debt balance go down? Even small progress matters here. The fifth number to track is your net worth. This is a snapshot of your overall financial health. You calculate it by subtracting what you owe from what you own. Assets minus liabilities. It is okay if it is low or even negative at first. What matters is that it trends in the right direction over time. These 5 numbers, income, expenses, savings, debt, and net worth, give you a full picture of your month. When you look at them side by side, you can see what is working and what is not. You can start making smarter choices. And most importantly, you are no longer managing money with guesswork. You are managing it with insight. Let's start with your income. This is the foundation of your budget. But many people only look at their gross income or salary. That number can be misleading. What really matters is your actual take-home pay, the money that lands in your bank account after taxes, deductions, and benefits. Start by looking at your pay stubs or bank deposits. Write down what you actually received. If you have a steady job with a fixed paycheck, this will be simple. But if you are a freelancer or hourly worker, your income may change each month. In that case, track every payment you receive. Use a notebook or a spreadsheet or even a simple app. The goal is not just to know what you made. It is to understand when it arrives and how reliable it is. If your income is irregular, start noting the average you receive over 3 months. This gives you a more realistic picture to plan from. And if you have multiple sources of income, make sure to include them all. That could be a side hustle, a part-time job, dividends, or any extra cash flow. Every dollar matters. Knowing your income with clarity helps you set boundaries for spending. It tells you what is possible, what is comfortable, and what is risky. And that clarity gives you power. Because when you know what comes in, you can make better decisions about what goes out. That is the first step toward control. Tracking your spending sounds like a lot of work, but it does not have to be stressful or time-consuming. The key is to keep it simple and consistent. Start by choosing one method that fits your lifestyle. Some people prefer using apps that automatically track transactions. Others like writing things down in a notebook. And some use spreadsheets that give them more control and customization. There is no best way, only the way that works for you. If you are just starting out, begin by tracking 3 categories. Essentials like housing and food, wants like entertainment or eating out, and irregular expenses like gifts or repairs. You do not need to track every penny forever. But you do need to build awareness. Start by tracking your expenses for 1 full month. Record what you spend each day. Look for patterns. You might notice that small purchases add up fast, or that you always overspend on weekends. This is not about judgment. It is about discovery. Once you know where your money is going, you can start making better decisions. You can adjust. You can cut back. You can reallocate. But none of that is possible if you do not have the data. So keep it light. Make it a habit. You can do this in 5 minutes a day. And those 5 minutes can save you hundreds each month. Tracking gives you control. And control gives you freedom. When you are reviewing your finances each month, it helps to divide your spending into 2 main types: fixed expenses and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are the costs that stay the same every month. Things like rent or mortgage payments, car insurance, phone bills, streaming subscriptions. These are predictable. They are easy to plan for because you know the amount and the due date. But just because they are fixed does not mean they cannot change. You might be able to reduce them by negotiating bills, switching service providers, or canceling subscriptions you no longer use. On the other hand, variable expenses are the ones that change from month to month. Things like groceries, gas, dining out, clothing, entertainment. These are flexible. They go up and down depending on your habits and your choices. This is where you have the most control. So during your monthly review, ask yourself, are my fixed expenses still aligned with my needs and values? Am I paying for anything I no longer use or need? Then look at your variable expenses. Did I overspend in any category? Were there any impulse purchases? Did I stick to my goals? This is not about guilt. It is about awareness. The more you understand your spending, the more intentional you can be next month. Remember, fixed expenses give you structure. Variable expenses give you flexibility. Balance both. And you will feel more in control of your money. Now it is time to look at your savings. This part is not just about how much you saved. It is about how close you are to your goals. Every month, you should check the total amount you added to savings. And more importantly, where that money went. Did you contribute to your emergency fund? Did you save for a vacation, a new car, a down payment, or retirement? Break it down so you can see how your money is moving you forward. Maybe you saved $200 this month. That is good. But ask yourself, was that amount intentional, or was it just what was left over? Intentional saving creates momentum. It turns vague wishes into real progress. If you are using the 50-30-20 rule, then about 20% of your income should go towards savings and debt repayment. If you are not hitting that, that is okay. This monthly check-in helps you course correct early. One powerful question to ask is, if I keep saving at this rate, where will I be in 6 months, a year, 5 years? Let the numbers show you the path. This is where your vision becomes measurable, where your future self becomes part of your present decision-making. Savings is not just about putting money aside. It is about putting your values into action. Each dollar saved is a step toward freedom, security, and peace of mind. Let us talk about debt. This part of your monthly review is just as important as income or savings. Start by listing all your current debts: credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, and for each one, write down the current balance, the interest rate, and your minimum monthly payment. Now compare that to last month. Did the balance go down? By how much? Were you able to pay more than the minimum? If so, that is progress. Even if it is slow, what matters is direction, not speed. You can also track your total debt number from month to month. See if it is shrinking. See how long it might take to become debt-free at your current pace. Some people like to use a spreadsheet. Others just keep a notebook. Whatever works for you. Just make sure you have a place where you can see your progress. Another helpful tip: track how much interest you are paying each month. This helps you understand the cost of debt and why paying it off faster saves you money in the long run. If you are using the snowball method, list the debts from smallest to largest and check off each one as you pay it off. If you are using the avalanche method, focus on the one with the highest interest rate. Whichever method you use, consistency is the key. Monthly check-ins help you stay motivated because even small wins add up over time. This is about building freedom, one payment at a time. Let us shift our attention to the big picture, your investments, and your overall net worth. This is where you get to see how your money is growing, not just where it is going. Start by checking your investment accounts. This could include a retirement plan like a 401k, an IRA, a brokerage account, or any real estate you might own. Write down the current value of each account, then compare it to last month. Did the value go up or down? Try not to stress about market changes from month to month. Focus instead on your contributions. Did you invest this month? How much? Are you staying consistent? That is what matters. Now let us talk about net worth. Net worth is the total value of what you own, minus what you owe. Add up your assets, cash, investments, property, then subtract your debts. The result is your net worth. If your net worth went up this month, even by a little, that is progress. If it went down, that is okay too. Sometimes that happens. What matters is that you are aware, you are engaged, and you are adjusting your plan as needed. Tracking net worth over time gives you a long-term view. It shows you that financial health is not about perfection. It is about direction. Every month, you are either getting closer to your goals or further away. These check-ins help you stay on the right path, one step at a time. Now that you have reviewed your numbers, it is time to reflect. Are you moving toward your goals or drifting away? And more importantly, what can you adjust? Without guilt, without blame, just honest reflection. Maybe you spent more on dining out than you planned. Maybe you did not save as much as you hoped. Maybe you forgot about a bill. It happens. The point of tracking is not to punish yourself. It is to learn. So look at your habits. What is working? What is not? If something is throwing off your budget every month, it is not a failure. It is feedback. Maybe you need to increase your grocery budget, or set a reminder to pay bills on time, or start meal prepping to save time and money. Your plan is not set in stone. It is a living document. It grows with you. Each month, make one small change, just one. It could be cutting a subscription, adding $10 more to your savings, or spending a little less on impulse buys. These little changes stack up. They turn into new habits, new outcomes, and eventually, a new financial future. Your goals stay the same, but the way you get there can evolve. Let your habits support your dreams, not sabotage them. That is the power of monthly review. It puts you in charge. At the end of each monthly review, there is one step that most people forget: celebration. You showed up. You took the time. You looked at your numbers. That alone sets you apart from most people who avoid their finances. So celebrate your effort, not just the outcomes. Did you stay under budget? Celebrate it. Did you save more than last month? Celebrate that too. Even if you missed your targets, celebrate that you noticed. Because noticing is growth, and growth leads to change. Consistency does not come from discipline alone. It comes from reward, from seeing how far you have come, from feeling proud of progress, no matter how small. Each month you track, you build momentum, and momentum becomes motivation when you feel tired or discouraged. Look back at your wins. Look at where you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago. You will be amazed. Progress is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like fewer overdrafts, more savings in your account, more peace of mind, more confidence to say no to things you cannot afford. That is worth celebrating. That is financial strength, built step by step, month by month. So keep going. You are doing better than you think, and your future self is already grateful. If this video helped you feel more in control of your finances, and you want more simple strategies like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a step on your journey to financial freedom. We're here for you every week. Let's grow together.